Hi, this is Melanie from Parenting High Schoolers, and today I want to talk about your senior pulling away from you this year. Every year it happens. I had this happen to me 2 times already, and I'm not looking forward to the third time. Seniors have to pull away from us as their parents. They're also pulling away from friends. Their friendships groups might be changing. They This is a big year of transition for teens, and we need to be patient with them. And it is so hard because it hurts. The feels are just nonstop. Not only is it an exciting time because of all the things, the even during COVID, there are things that they're looking forward to. Their senior picture. Um, I hope prom gets to happen, but there's all these traditions, and teens are so excited for it, and we're excited for them. And yet, during this year, our seniors are going to be pulling away. And this can take a lot of forms. It can be bad attitude. It can be the fact that they just don't want to talk to us. It can be them being, fairly not nice to us and to their siblings. So it can take a lot of forms, and it is really sad, and it is awful, and it is natural. So don't feel like if your teen is doing any of these things that they're the only one, because I can assure you that they're not. So, what can we do? So, first of all, we have to understand that teens struggle with emotions under the best of circumstances, and this is a big one. Some of them don't know yet what they're going to be doing. Some know they're going to go to college, but they don't know where. Some know they don't want to go to college, but they haven't been brave enough to tell us. Some kind of know what they're going to do, and it's still a process of them pulling away and knowing they're not going to be with us next year. And the only way that they know or are comfortable with that pulling away is sometimes just to be mean, because I think, in my lay person's opinion, that when they're mean to us, they feel like they're cutting that tie. And so it sucks to be on the other end of this, the receiving end of that. But it's so I've written a blog post about toddlers and teens. I teach middle school, and it is just still true even as seniors. Sometimes teenagers don't have the words for the feelings that they are having. They just are acting out. And it's, like I said, it's super frustrating. And it makes, especially that mom heart, just break. So know that part of it is just they don't have the communication skills. I don't care if you have the smartest teen in America, they still have emotions that they are not either prepared or equipped to deal with, that they are just experiencing this feeling of knowing they are going to be leaving. So what can we do? We can be patient. We can let them know we love them and that we are not going to accept that type of behavior or attitude. We can wait for a moment away from a conversation or situation that has become a little volatile. This is true under any circumstance, but especially this year. Um, Let them know that you are there for them, and that there are things that obviously you're going to have to talk about as this year goes on. So one thing I encourage you to do is keep a journal together. Keep a senior year journal. Hopefully you guys have been keeping track of all of the activities, and you've got a resume that's ever evolving and that you've updated to send to colleges. But if you guys have even just a little notebook that you can have a conversation through. So for instance, you could open it up, and one side could be your teen and one side could be you. I did not employ this strategy, but I'm going to try it with my third son in a couple of years. But it would be a way away from the situation to communicate. So let's say you can encourage your teen to have questions. If they have questions, to write them down. Like, what is something that they are not sure about for next year when they're not home? Are there things that they might be scared of? Are there money questions? Have you taught them how to live on a budget? If that's, something that needs to be discussed, then totally, if the teen writes it down and they're saying, I don't know how much money I'm going to have to spend, or will I have enough, that's an opening for a conversation. On the other hand, if you write down something, for instance, maybe your teen hasn't even thought of that. And that's the other thing, is part of their feelings are like just the whole unknown. I don't know what I don't know. So the parent side of it could be, here's some things I think we need to talk about. Your budget, your housing, if that's not, obviously if they don't know where they're going to school yet, they don't know their housing, but maybe what are they thinking about? Maybe how often will they be able to come home? There's lots of discussions that can be had that could be started from either the mom, dad side or the kid side. And so if you have this journal or notebook, or even just something on a clipboard, just be sure that you're checking in with each other about once a week, probably the senior year, because there is so much to discuss. That you can just kind of check things off as they are discussed. Or it may lead to needing to put something else on the list to be discussed either the next conversation or at some point in the near future. Let them know that you love them, and that even though it's hard for them to show you this emotion right now, that you're not going anywhere, and neither are their siblings or their grandparents, but that they need to remember that when they leave, there might be some hurt feelings if they continue to act the way that they are. This helped one of my boys to kind of see like the effect he was having. It didn't stop his behavior, but when it started happening from that conversation forward, he was able to kind of rein it in a little bit and diffuse himself. Or I would just kind of look at him, or my husband would look at him like, remember this conversation, and it's not easy. But he was able to just sort of rein in that, I don't know if it was meanness or just that attitude, but it did help. Just be patient. I mean, that's the main thing. And don't stop talking to them. Don't let this be the reason you guys aren't in conversation. Again, know that it's completely normal for your teen to be pulling away from you. And there are so many reasons why. Again, I'll list them. They don't know where they're going to school yet. Are they going to school yet? Do they need to take a gap year? Are they scared to tell you something like, I don't want to go to college? Or maybe like there should be a medium step, like maybe a community college. So as parents, we need to be open to what our kids are feeling. And there's always room to make a change of decision later, but be open to what they might be wanting to tell you. And you need to be willing to not be mad. Maybe say, I'm not sure how I will react to what you have to say, but give me a chance. And then try to not react in the moment. Try to just say, let me know what it is that you're wanting to tell me about next year. And then be able to walk away and just say, let's revisit this. Give me some time to process this. You're also, when you're doing that, you're modeling a behavior of conversation that is mature, that is not reactionary. And they need to see that there are times that even when somebody doesn't like what you have to say, that it's still okay to say it. We had one son recently not tell us something, and there was a little bit of a lie involved with it, and it was just eating him up. And he was scared to tell us. I don't know why, but when he finally did, and we talked about the whole anxiousness part of that, I think I said later, was the anxiousness and the feelings you were having based on you just not even wanting to talk to us, knowing that you were prolonging the situation. And he said, yes, I feel so much better. So please encourage them to talk to you, even if they think we are not going to want to hear what they have to say. So, senior parents, hang in there. It is tough. And, these days, even probably more so than ever. So, take care and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thanks.